Professor Çengel, thank you for the presentation. Now, I would like to invite Professor Yüksel to make her presentation.
Well, thank you so much for having us here. I'm Dr. Peri Yüksel. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Psychology at New Jersey City University, and I'm actually will not do Dr. Breck's presentation. It was not in our plan. Unfortunately, Dr. Breck is not here. He's not feeling well, and we assume it's the food poisoning. Don't eat köfte at the Topkapı Saray. It's better to eat it inside.
On the street.
And on the street. No street food. But he warned us during multiple times during orientation before coming here. So I didn't prepare a presentation per se. I know that he has slides somewhere, which I've never seen. But when you told us about our mission statement, that you're really trying to put theory into practice. That's what we're trying to do in Jersey City University too, that our mission is to educate and train empathetic and ethical leaders. That's why I would like to invite our poster child, Elam, to give an interactive presentation about Jersey City University, maybe, and coming here, I'm really happy to have been greeted by such welcoming faculty, administrators, and happy. You know, you don't see it in the you don't see it because of the mask. You don't see the happiness, but I can see the giggles, the laughters in our students, and you see they are now like doing it again. And I'm very happy to be here. And one thing that you mentioned in your mission statement, I think I'm going to steal that too. What you said, full of love. We want to educate students who leave our campus full of love. That's a big message, actually, to talk about love, talk about emotions, especially in times where we are, you know, forced to cover our emotions. But I think, hey, no mask. Yeah, of course. No, follow the leader. I would like to introduce two amazing students that I've just met in Istanbul. And I'm very happy to be here in Istanbul. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves? And I'm also here if you guys have any questions to me as a faculty member at Jersey City University.
Hello, my name is Alam Mesa, and I am a junior year student at the New Jersey City University studying biology, which is part of the science department. I started off my freshman year at the school not knowing where I was going to go, but the school very quickly guided me in a correct path with my professors that I got and my advisors, as well as my friends. The school is very focused on diversity, and it serves a very diverse crowd of students that come from many different backgrounds, especially first-generation students whose parents have arrived to the States for the first time. I personally was born in the United States, so I did not immigrate in, but my parents did from Cuba.
Oh, thank you, Alam. My name is Anthony Bianchini, and like Alam, I am a junior at New Jersey City University, and I am in the School of Business. I am an accounting major and am set to finish in 2023 with my master's degree. And I just recently finished my minor in economics this past semester. Like Alam said, diversity is a huge thing that we like to focus on at NJCU. And I also wanted to touch on the placement of the university, more so biased towards the School of Business. We're set along the New York Harbor, looking into New York. Across the Hudson River we're set. And as I found very interesting in the original presentation, that this was a center for finance. And our business school is situated right in the financial district of Jersey City, and we overlook into Wall Street also. So aside from the educational inspiration that we get from the textbooks, also visually we get a very visual inspiration every day when we go to our school.
Should we pull
And
up
do
the
we have the slides from Dr. Bragg somewhere?
Yes.
Maybe just to show you our pictures. I'm sure there were pictures somewhere. And actually, Anthony, he's in a special accelerated program. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that special program?
The program focuses on the major,
Yeah.
not the minor. So the economics minor that I mentioned before, just forget that for the time being. But the accounting major it's a 4-year major with a bridge program. So I can get my master's in 5 years. So I just finished my 3rd year. So I have 1 more to go for the major, and then I'll get the master's in the 5th year. And what that is, halfway through next semester, I'll start taking graduate courses during my undergrad year, and that will set me up to hit the required credits to get the major in my 5th year versus normally getting it in 6 years.
Let's see what the slides
Let's
have.
see. So did you see we also have our little tower?
Yes.
To fire. We still announce fires, especially around midterms and finals.
Oh,
Looks like Istanbul. Istanbul still looks like that, but Jersey City has changed.
Jersey City has always been a place of commerce and financial, like almost a financial district. It was originally the Lenape were the original tribe of people that were there way before when.
Don't worry about the details because Dr. Bragg is a historian, and so I'm sure this is all contextually, layered with rich history that he would like to give you a lecture on. But we're gonna pass.
Apparently, we are one of the 11 public universities in New Jersey, funded in 1927, originally a teacher training college. Approximately 8,000 degree-seeking students, 6,000 undergraduate, and 2,000 master's and doctoral students. So, as I said, our university is very focused on diversity and it has a lot of students coming in. Not many students are just staying to get their bachelor's, but like Anthony, who's moving above into another program to get his master's, I'm also using my bachelor's as a way to step up to go into medical school, which I do by applying to many programs that the university either offers or other colleges within the area offer that allow me to get training and interviews into the medical colleges around the area to be able to reach that goal.
If I may interject real quick, we have just over 45 academic majors, so fields of study. Our university has just over 45 of them.
Mm-hmm. Just one quick question before I go to the next slide. I mean, you can look it up. Any psychology majors here? Yeah. So our department just submitted, last year submitted a doctoral program in school psychology. So anybody interested, please apply for NJCU. Biraz reklam yapalım değil mi? Yani, tabii canım. Oh, back, yeah.
Yeah. So New Jersey's most diverse university, as I've been saying, and proud to be. It has 3 dormitory housings with about 600 students out of the 2,000, or actually out of the plus 8,000 that we have. So one thing that's very special about our university is the location in which it's centered. It encourages a lot of students to commute to school, in which you can stay at home and wherever you grew up. Not many students come to our school from out of the state. Most are in the state and within the vicinity, which is why it's so easily accessible. And Jersey City in of itself has gradually throughout the years become more and more and more connected with subway systems and public transportation that will take you throughout the entire city as the city's been growing. And it is important for our university. We have partnerships with more than 40 universities in 20 countries for student exchange and academic collaborations, hosting 100 visiting students and scholars annually, short-term faculty-led programs, exchange of scholars and researchers, dual and joint degree agreements with partner universities, and special training and programs, intensive English, etc. Maybe you have something to add on about dual degrees or...
Not about, dual degrees, yeah. The university does offer a lot of dual programs, like we call them the bridge programs, which allow you to bridge from one degree being your bachelor's into your master's. Unfortunately, not every major has this ability, and luckily for me, the accounting major does. But I also want to touch upon the international studies. We're in Istanbul, and we are from America, so
That's a fact.
Grateful to be here, and I want to say that we all are. So I just wanted to touch upon that.
Something I can touch about is I have a friend who is doing a biomedical engineering program, which has him have 3 years at our university and 2 years at at another university nearby to finish his program. Since our program isn't our school doesn't have a strong focus on engineering, we partner with schools that have the weaknesses that we don't have to make our university stronger and offer those programs to the students that do come to our school.
And actually, one more point for international exchanges. Currently, we have an American student from NJC in the Department of Economics or International Business studying at Boğaziçi University. So if we knew about you guys, we would have sent her here. But she started this semester, Safa, and we invited her, but she has finals, so she couldn't come.
Location. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That's our view, right? This is from your department.
We have our business school is situated, like I mentioned before, in the financial district of Jersey City, and it's right on the water. And the back wall of our school is all glass. So imagine this wall, all glass, and we look into that every day.
Yeah, and you can swim across actually,
Yeah.
and you're in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a nice view too.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice
we both are competing on different pond sides.
Waters.
So we have a lot of things in common, by the way.
When you were giving the presentation, I said, yeah, this is like commerce and also community engaged service. You said like we have vocational, we try to, like the beautification
Have our own goal.
project. It's also like, yeah, this is what we're doing too. This is our mission plan too. Yes.
50 bachelor's, 28 master's, and 3 doctoral degree programs. And faculty to student ratio is 14:1, which is very good
Yeah.
because something that happens a lot in universities, at least in the United States, is you'll be a student in a group of 200 students with one professor, and you won't get a lot of attention as a single student. You're more of a number in there. In our university, every student has a great chance to interact with their professors and learn a lot more from them than you would at a regular university that costs a lot. Also, we're a public university. I don't know if we mentioned that, but
Probably not.
I don't remember.
Isn't it obvious?
It's obvious. We're a public university, which means we're partially funded by the state, and it's a lot more affordable to our students to go to college than, say, a private university, which offers the same knowledge at a much higher cost.
And our president actually always brags about that. She enables over 82% of students to receive funding, which is really rare and great. So that there's great, higher chance of social mobility for everybody.
We have 3 colleges: the College of Education, the College of Professional Studies, the College of Arts and Sciences, and the School of Business, which is where Anthony comes from.
You're in the College of Arts and Science, right?
I am part of the College of Art and
Me too,
Sciences, as I study biology and STEM. And we just had a new science building built, like how he was describing. Our entire wall is just
Yeah.
glass. It looks very pretty
Very
compared
pretty.
to the rest of the buildings, which are a bit older.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Hopefully.
we do have some interesting buildings. One is Karnatsu's Hall, which I don't know if we'll have a picture here
We might.
later.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
there it is.
we call it the Lego house
It
actually.
is- That's what I was gonna say. It looks like a bunch of Legos put together. It's red, blue, and yellow, and it looks fun.
And as you said in your presentation, we also value multicultural education. We actually have a program, Masters in Multicultural Education, or bilingual education.
Yes. Criminal justice, health science, nursing, national and security studies, and cybersecurity. So then I know that the national security studies and cybersecurity is fairly new at our school. And I used to have a friend that was taking the major, which is it's a very new field going into computer science. Now in a world of modern technology where everything is digital, a lot of people are learning how to commit crimes through the web, and that is supposed to make you able to counteract these people and basically guard the digital space.
And it's becoming a very popular major. It's growing fast. And the nursing program has been receiving awards, and it's a very strong and robust program. Yeah.
College of Arts and Sciences. Media arts, mathematics, economics, English, political science, history, modern languages, psychology, and sociology. I don't see biology, but I imagine we're there.
Yeah, where are you guys?
You are the only student, maybe.
I'm the only one.
Yeah. Well, they listed few.
Yeah.
An exhaustive list.
Something that I found is to mention is when it comes to degrees, at least in the sciences, we can either have a bachelor's in science or a bachelor in arts. Taking a bachelor in arts doesn't focus in too much on the science, but rather gives you a wider perspective and the usage of that study to apply in multiple ways in case you don't exactly want to be a biologist, but you want to study biology and bring it to a different field. That is what that is for.
Well, it continues. Whew, we exist.
That is one of our best chemistry professors, Yamaguchi.
Oh, yeah.
He's about this tall. He's part of the biology. He's part of the chemistry department, and he is very nice.
From a distance.
From a distance.
I want to add.
Yeah, please.
We recently just got
Biochemistry.
Can you come, please? Because you're the biochemistry double major, right? Come to the front, Summer. Actually, Summer joined us just a couple days ago, and we are very happy she could make it. She wasn't in the first group, but she made it to the second group. So you can take off your mask. I'll give you permission.
Okay. I just wanted to add, when I started 4 years ago, I'm a senior, so I'll be graduating in the spring. So when we started, I was a chemistry major and decided to double major in biology, so I was trying to kill myself to finish both degrees. But recently, last spring, they got approved for a biochemistry major, so now I switched and I was able to switch to biochemistry. So some requirements are different, but I was pretty happy that they are incorporating new majors along the line. I know also in the arts, they used to just have a minor in the end. Now they have a major in the end. So
things are changing. Actually, the departments are moving around, which is good. I hope. I mean, it is part of this zeitgeist that we are merging, and together we are stronger as a department.
Visual fine arts, ceramics, drawing, jewelry.
Actually, Morgan, you are in that department. She's our filmmaker. She's documenting and I was wondering, who are the filmmakers? Are these the students? Did you hire your students today?
This is an outsourcing.
Oh, this is a real professional. I felt like it. I was like, you are really professional students. This is wow.
I was thinking the same thing.
You want to say something about your department, Morgan? Come here.
We're just gonna
And you can take pictures.
So I'm in the media arts department, actually. The department for media arts, it's actually completely separate from the visual and fine arts. It's kind of like a rivalry, the professors called it, because we're more focused on, it's all like mostly digital. So when it comes to that, it's two separate things, and they're kind of arguing over which one's better a lot. But they're very integrated, so they'll try to send people from like the digital production courses to see photography and printmaking and all of that. So I was actually taking this semester, I actually took the jewelry making course. That was a lot of fun.
Did you like it?
It was a lot of fun.
You see, sometimes you have to be hands-on and communicate with each other and not avoid each other.
Yeah, better to get a broader look at what you're doing. Both buildings I noticed were very close-knit. All the students kind of knew each other. You'll have a lot of repeat professors, so I haven't had a single professor for only one class. It's always been, they teach different levels. A couple of them I've taken like 3 or 4 classes with, and I always wound up in the same room with the same people. It's hard to know who, and when you're looking around your class, like who was a freshman and who was a senior, because you'll have seen them like 6 other times.
So how many courses do you take per semester? What is like
per semester I've been taking, for the most part it was 6 courses, but this semester and last semester it was 5. They happen I know a lot of the other courses, they happen like twice a week, but in the media arts department, they're all once a week, and they happen for 2 hours and 45 minutes, just about.
How much time do we have? Because I'm not prepared for this talk. Because I was planning to take all my students up here to give the talk.
If you can kindly wrap up.
Wrap up. Okay, music. Do we have any music majors? No? No music.
It's nice to hear. Next.
School of Business. Yes, already you talked a lot about it.
Graduate
We
programs.
have graduates happy, they graduate happily, but we need to write full of love. That's I'm going to steal that from you. Yeah, graduate programs, just pretty usual. This is us. So
Honor Study Abroad program.
So we are all part of a program that we apply to our university. Is the NGCU Honors Program. It's a 4-year program that offers free tuition on top of some benefits such as taking special courses chosen by our director and the school in general. And this is why actually we're here. We are offering one study abroad trip where we take a class and we are able to go to the country that we were studying this semester. So this semester was Istanbul, and that's how we are all here.
And what did you study in class with Dr. Bragg?
In class we studied brief history, starting from the Byzantine Empire up into current day Istanbul. A few of the things mentioned in the previous presentation we did cover in class. However, that went into a little more depth than we experienced in class. On top of that, we also took our learning outside the classroom, and as you saw before, the New York Harbor, we walked around the New York Harbor analyzing what we thought were the similarities between our area of the world and Istanbul, and we are kind of drawing those connections now as we're here. And finally, we also studied brief Turkish, so teşekkürler for listening to us right now.
Something to add on to that, that our professor, Dr. Bragg, always talks about, especially with this course, is it's his first time teaching an experiential learning course, which focuses on students not just learning in the class, but outside the class, which is why we took so many trips throughout the semester to different locations within our city, so that we can explore it hands-on. We could listen to the noises of the city, we could see the people, see the interactions that people were having, and learn and just become more culturally adept to our city. And this is our final project, coming here and absorbing everything that we can about the wonderful culture here and the beautiful city that we have. Yes.
And we have other candidates, like another cohort going to Mexico.
Yes.
So hopefully safely. So a little bit about the honors program. So how many minutes do we have? Because I don't know how many slides he has.
It's just about
10 minutes if you could.
1 minute? Okay.
10
minutes? Okay.
Oh,
So pretty much this is, what is it talking about?
It's the community. The campus.
Yeah, the campus. Field trips.
Being part of the honors community. As Summer stated earlier, we got a lot of privileges that some of the other students don't get. Something that recently started, at least this semester, is many field trips on the weekends and on Friday that the school provides for us to go and experience new things, arts, music, sciences.
Leadership speaker events. We take them to Istanbul.
Yes, they bring us here. They don't tell us we're coming up. And
Little
then we come
Italy,
out.
China. So some portraits of our students here. Lower Manhattan, and this is like a classroom.
Food for thought is basically students come into a classroom and just chat very informally with the professor or the leader of that room. So it could be topics from immigration into the United States, immigration out of the United States, what's for lunch. The topics vary greatly, but it's just a way for students to interact with one another and faculty in an informal, not so stressed setting.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This is actually one of my professors, Dr. Fitzgerald. She's a marine biologist, which is something that I love as well. And she has taken the students out to go see and study the nature around the area. since Jersey City was a very industrial place at the beginning of its history, much of the nature was destroyed to be used for land. But now, much of that is being recovered and put back together to try to bring nature back into the city for the citizens to enjoy. Those are more pictures from.
And this is Dr. Tim White, our director of the honors program. He's saying hi.
That's another event that.
Yeah, just probably some random pictures.
That's
Doctor. This is our president.
Our president of the university.
This is her. Very powerful. Committee.
These are
that's our
committee members. So
different
professors.
For different majors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Any questions?
No? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.